operating lease.
There are internal auditors everywhere, then how did that Vijay Mallya fraud even happen?
We are also going to understand that what are the various pros and cons of raising funds from various sources. Is equity better, or is debt better, or is preference shares better? Relax guys, we are going to know all of it as we proceed with the chapters. Now okay, we have collected the funds, we know the pros and cons of the funds. Tell me, why did we collect all of this at the first place? In order to invest it, right? Now, will you invest blindly? Of course you can't. It is whose money that you're playing with? It's the shareholders' money, right? So, you will have to invest it in a place where it's going to give you good returns. Correct? So, next important decision that you will have to take is investment decisions. That is, you've collected the funds. Now it's time to deploy the funds. Where are you going to deploy the funds? That's the question mark. So here we are going to analyze the different investment appraisal techniques. You can use NPV, IRR, payback, and so on. So there are so many methods, and again these methods have their own pros and cons. So as a finance manager, I told you guys, right, that you will have to think like a finance manager. You will have to evaluate various investments and then decide, okay, this project is good to go based on the investment appraisal techniques. So that is your investment decisions. And not just that, here you're also going to study different concepts like sensitivity analysis, basically this concept speaks about how sensitive the project is. Like if I change one variable in the project, how is it going to affect my decision? So that's called a sensitivity analysis. We are also going to decide in investment decisions that when is the right time to replace a particular asset. Let's say you have a phone, right? You've been using this phone for 5 years. So now you want to switch to a new phone. So this is where you have to decide whether you want to switch now or you push it for 2 more years, and that's the decision. And these are the type of decisions that we're going to make in investment decisions. So there are financing decisions, investment decisions. Finally, you also have dividend decisions. Now, all these investors, we know they'll simply not invest, right? Ultimately, coming back to the point that nobody does anything for free. So, even the investors, if they have invested in your company, they want something in return. What is that return? That return is nothing but your dividends. So, can you guys think that what are the 2 ways where a shareholder can make money? One is through dividends and 2 is to increase in the share price. So, coming back to dividend decisions. So, there are different types of investors, and each type of investor will have their own way of investing in a particular company. Like me, I wouldn't invest in a company for dividends, right? Because I'm working, I get money. But if I am 60 or 70 years old, then my way of investing may differ. I might invest in a company which is giving good dividends, because that will act as a pocket money for me, right? So in this way, dividend decisions are very important for a company, because they have to know who are their target audience. There are some companies which have bluntly told that we do not distribute dividends to our investors. They are very clear about it, because they want to reinvest the money in the projects. Why do they want to reinvest in projects? Because ultimately, if the project gives good returns, who is benefiting? It is us shareholders, right? So, as a company, dividend decisions are of different types. Certain companies might not choose to give dividends. Certain companies might give dividends because they want more investors to join. So, dividend decision is all about deciding how much to invest, how much to keep. So, that's about your dividend decisions. How much to retain That's what we call as retained earnings, right? And you all know that retained earnings is whose money? It is your money. It is, when I say your money, it is the shareholders' money. And who are the shareholders? They are the owners of the company. So this dividend decision talks about how much to retain and also how much to distribute as dividends.